Give it a second for YouTube to
Yep.
pick it.
For YouTube to pick it up. Yep. There you go. Notifications are out.
All right, I see it. Whoa, Miss Sandra's in here already. Hello, Miss Sandra. Let's wait for some people to come in and get the notifications.
Whoa, Miss Sandra's in here already.
Marina, you
Hello,
may
Miss
want to
Sandra.
mute that. So how's everybody doing today? Is it cold where you are? Because it's cold here. It's in the it's been the early 40s here in Georgia, and it's windy and it's cold. Not liking the day because it is so cold.
Okay, I think you're gonna. Oh no, it's mine. Hold on. All right,
Yeah,
there we
that's
go.
you.
Yeah. All right, so I got everything else muted, and I apologize that my desk is a mess. But we've been crafting and creating, and we came up with an ingenious idea. Um, in the comments below, you will find a link to the original card that we'll be making, as well as the directions for the card. Now I'm going to show one that's already been done, but I will be making a second one to show you how to follow those directions. Okay, so right now what we were doing is we were trying to finish off the information on the first card. So, and I buried my phone stand. All right, let me see if I can get some of this stuff out of the way so I can uncover my phone stand. And that way I can read all your comments and your lovely questions.
It's cold there in Virginia and it's snowing a little bit. I'm
Oh,
in Georgia. I hope it don't snow because I hate the snow. I don't like the cold at
we
all.
have been, ours has been snowing since yesterday nonstop. The roads were a mess. The highway had a 40 pile car accident.
40 car
40 car,
pileup.
30 to 40 car accident pile up. It took
Wow.
them, and it's still, the highway is pretty much still closed. And it's now been almost 24 hours since the accident happened. And the big key about this, it's the major highway throughout the whole province of Ontario. It's to get from our city to pretty much anything east of us. And the accident happened just outside of Kingston, and it's just really bad.
Hi, Miss Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. Okay, I got to close my door a bit because it is freezing in here now. And of course, I forgot to bring my slippers down with me. So,
Yeah, I didn't put mine on, so I'm cross-legged up in my chair.
all right, so I am going to just continue on working here. We are making some. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I do not have this card finished just yet. And you are going to actually see me put it together. And then I will be making a second one that will actually show all the bits and pieces. So what was I going to do next? Okay, I've lost track. I was going to emboss. That's right. I was going to emboss Merry Christmas, but do I have any more paper cut out, or did I use them all? Emily, my paper's walked away again.
Casper, now you know better. You bring that paper back now. You're supposed to do that only over here.
I don't remember using it all. Okay, I know I used it on this. I used it on that. Didn't use it on this one. Yep, 4 sheets of paper is missing. Okay, got to get another one out. Okay, I don't want to craft the lunch, so bear with me.
I've seen 2 of them this morning.
Yeah, don't want another craft lunch. 2 is more than enough, and it's decided it wants to do a craft lunch. Come on, pull out. Oh, I see why it won't pull out, because it was stuck on something else. Damn it. Luckily, I didn't. Okay.
Very nice.
All right, here we go. All right. Okay.
I think she forgot she was live.
Yeah, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I did forget I was live.
While she's chitter chatting, just want to let you guys know we are running just a little bit behind on getting totals out to you guys because we needed some mental break time per se. So give us until at the latest by the latest the end of this week to get your totals to you. We are very apologetic about that, as we have to get our totals together because some is going to be shipped from her end and some from mine, and we want to give you one solid total. So we are still figuring out our totals for each other. So please give us some time on that, and we will get them shipped out and your tracking numbers to you as soon as possible. And do realize that weather can take a toll on shipping from Canada, as to as you just heard her say, the roads are basically shut. So please understand that weather will take a big part in some of the shipping and the time it takes to get to you. So please be patient with us as we get things shipped out to you. And your first totals to you and then shipped out.
Yeah, because some of the shipping, even though I am going to be using USPS to ship everything, they still have to drive it across the border. So, it's going to take them, with this kind of weather, they're not going to be able to get through that border. It'll just be virtually impossible. So anything, when there's a major snowstorm like this, they're definitely going to be delayed. Exactly, Kristen. Thank you for understanding. And I forgot to use my embossing buddy on this part, so I'm just going to fix this.
Just use a paintbrush.
I am.
A dry paintbrush.
Yep, I am.
Yep.
See, I'm doing that.
Yeah, I have mine already right here.
All right, turning on the heat gun.
I'm not doing much, ladies. I don't have one already prepared. I'm gonna be
She's going to be following along with me. Okay, there we go. That one's one. I got one more to stamp out, and then I'm going to be putting all the stamping stuff away.
Brother works 2 jobs. I got to watch my 4-year-old niece. But Emily, it's a good thing I get paid for it. Yeah, that is true. It's very, very true. Let's be real nice to get paid for it, though.
Yeah, because usually family, you do it as a goodness of your heart.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do the embossing buddy first because I forgot to do it previously. And just as I mentioned, guys, if you're looking for any supplies, that you might need. I do shop at cardstock in Oshawa. They are an international seller. And remember that your US funds are always worth more in Canada. So which means that anything you buy from them will be at a discount, because when you pay for it, you actually get 35% more savings on your money. Emily knows that because I went and bought her a paper pack the other day that should have cost her about 25 bucks. And because of the sale and the Boxing Day, ended up costing her $5.
Wow. Isn't that a cool price?
So all the links are there, and the owner of the store is aware that her store is being linked. So if you need anything, just get a hold of them. And if you can't call long distance, you're more than welcome to Facebook them or send them a message, or just get a hold of me and I can relay the information to them. So come in the January, probably towards more in the middle of the month, we will also be doing lives using that paper that we did purchase from cardstock. But this one didn't stamp very well, but that's okay. Okay, and I got one more I want to do. And I want to try this new stamp pad that I had purchased last year, got buried in my stuff. Don't you always hate that? Well, you just found that out, Emily, because you decided to go through your Christmas box and found stuff that you didn't even know you had or couldn't remember.
Yep.
All right. So this one is not going to require any kind of stamping, but I will try this. It is a try. It says it's a ink, pink to green, Christmas Noel. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if it. Okay. And actually, this one actually should have been, darn it. See, this time I remembered. It should have been on the clear, the kaleidoscope. And I know I have clear embossing. I just don't remember where it is right now. I have to check in a few minutes. Because I've got one more
I don't
sheet
think
to
I
try
have
this
any
on.
clear embossing powder, to be honest. I don't think I have any clear.
Yeah. This goes back to the days when I was doing a lot of stamping on cards and things like that. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, stamping products other than the ink, but the embossing powder, most of these, as you can see, these are prices of $4.99. So this would have been 15 years ago. Some of these cost me $1. So that's how far back all of these that I have goes. Okay, so clear, I believe, might be this one. Let's see. There we go. There's the clear. So let's see how this one comes out. So I'm gonna probably have to do a second one. Are you gonna show what you're working on, Emily?
Well, I'm not really working on anything. I'm going to be working on it right with you.
Well, didn't you, weren't you going to do some stamping of the original things that you had?
Yeah, I can.
All right, I am going to use my ink refresher on this pad because it seems to be a little dry. So, and just to show you, if you guys have any dry ink pads, you can get the Ranger ink refresher, and this thing is amazing. And it's not expensive. It's about $8. Yeah, actually $7.29 is what I paid Canadian. So it'll be like $5 American. And it is amazing because any dried ink pads that you might have, it refreshes it and clears up the ink. It's amazing. Carol, the owner of the store, introduced me to this product when I was there in November, and I fell in love with it, and it's worked amazing.
Hello, Miss Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. Okay, let's try this stamp again.
Okay.
Sorry if you see my big head in the middle, but I've got to get pressure. It's much better.
I can't roll my sleeves
Now,
up,
where's
guys.
the clear?
That is cool. Right in
Where's
front
my
of
clear here?
window.
Okay, stamp pad is not the greatest, but may have to put some, use some of the reinker on it. And I forgot to use my embossing buddy. Oh well. Okay, let's see how this one comes out. Oh, much better. I'll show you guys in a minute.
Hopefully it ain't too
There we go. So that one is with the clear, and this one
That's what
is with the iridescent. You can't really see it. I don't know. There you go. See how it's... All right, so I am going to put my stamping stuff away to give you an idea of what kind of a card we're going to be making. Okay.
How easy is it when you first start or one of these daubers?
Say that once more. How easy?
Yeah, how easy is it to start one of these?
One of these cards?
No, these. I'm having a rough time getting it started.
Oh, yeah, that takes a few minutes to get started. You're talking about the clear embossing ink. Yeah, it has
This
to.
stuff smells like. This stuff smells straight up like cinnamon. It smells good. Oh my god, I'm getting a emotional cinnamon.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put some of this stuff away so that I've got some room to work around here.
All right, I think that's.
Okay, and I think I'm gonna put all of these. I'm just quickly gonna.
Are you about
Where
to
is
start the
the card?
tutorial for this card?
In a minute. I'm just washing up all my my stamps so that I can put them away.
Well, then I'm not going to start this. Then I'll stamp whenever, because that's going to take a minute. I just put the stamp.
I've got to explain the card anyway. So if you want to go ahead and do that.
No, it'll be noisy. It'll be all right. I work fast. It'll be all right. Oh, so Ashley said she's driving, so she'll be listening.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want you to get into an accident, so just listen when you can if you want to, but okay, I'm gonna put all of these away. Because I don't need them on my desk. And I need to move to walk around. Alright. Let's put these two away. Two notes. Bussing buddies in here. All right, so now that I've got myself somewhat situated, I'm going to put this over here. Oops, missed one of the stamps. Okay, so this is the card that we're going to be making today, and it's called a Bookatrix or something like that. And basically the idea here is that you're going to have each layer is going to be one on top of each other, and it's going to form like book pages coming out. And it is a Christmas card because on the back, you are going to put another layer of paper with your sentiment and your note to the person, and then it's going to be mailed, either mailed or hand delivered flat. You don't fold this up, you mail it out flat.
Hi, Miss Kathy.
Down below in the comments, there is a link to the original video that we are following and copying with our own twist and our own supplies that here we can find in Canada. Also, a lot of the cards that we are going to be showing in December will be coming from that website. And we've just lost Emily. So hopefully she will join us back up again. Yep, so she'll be back in a minute. Give her a minute to connect back up again. So, hi, Kathy. We are making it's called the Bookatrix, I believe, or yeah, Bookatrix. It follows the original scoreboard that came out about 15 years ago, and that is no longer available. However, we've adapted the way of doing it. There is a couple of different patterns that you can now follow for this one. So I'm going to be going through a brand new one. I'm just showing you, I'm finishing off the original one that I made. And then we got to doing other things, and I wanted to add stamping. I wanted to add this to it, and we got sidetracked, so the card never got finished. So I'm going to finish this one and then show you how I will be making a new one. And Emily should be coming back in just about now. There we go. Emily, you back in?
Yeah, I'm back in.
And you're sideways again.
I know. I don't know how to fix that.
Just leave it as
I don't
is.
want to show you.
Yeah, just leave it as is. All right, so I'm going to do, so this is the card. Did you want to follow along with me on this part, or did you want to follow along when I make the second one?
Second.
Okay, so give me a few minutes then to fix this. All right, so all right. Now, Emily doesn't have two-way tape, so we decided to use foam tape instead of the double-sided tape. So to show it that it works just as well, and it actually will give your project a little bit of added dimension and make it look like a book page for sure. So the idea, and I'm just going to eyeball it. The idea here is to put it down where your markings are. That. So that's the middle. Okay, and then this one here goes just a little bit arched. Like that. And just a little bit arched on both sides. And I will show you how the first layer looks. And my hands are grubby. All right, but that, as you can see how it's just a little bit of an arch. You don't want too much. You want just a little bit. Then I'm going to go with my next layer. And same idea is you want to put it down in the middle first. Yeah. And she got kicked off again. Okay. And again, do a slight arch on both sides. This one ended up going on its own. That's okay. So again, I'm going to show it to you. You can see how it arches on its own. All right. Either your phone or your phone does not seem to like you today. Are you back in? Emily?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Somehow it's kicking me out. It might be the weather right here. I don't know.
Okay, this is the third wood. And this time I'm going to hold it in my hand. Just going to eyeball it. And I'm going to do this side first. And again, you want to arch it just a little bit. And again, on this side. And there you go. There's your base. So you can see it, and it ends up looking like a book. And then earlier today, I fussy cut out some images. Let's see which one I like here. Well, I think we're going to use these dogs. These two little dogs here. And then out of everything in here, let's see. What do you think, Emily? And I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. It seems to be kicking her on and off. No. Yeah, I think I like that one. Yep, I like that one. Now, for the sake of the live stream today, I am not going to use the die cuts and everything else because I think it'd just be way too much and I didn't have time to prepare it. But normally what I would do is I would then find an appropriate die cut that can cut this out and use it on there like a frame type thing. So I'm just going to cut it down. There we go. Okay, your internet does not like you today.
Nope. It does not. Having a time with it today. Oh. Cold days, it doesn't like me.
Mm-hmm. So if you want, go ahead and ink everything. While you're waiting for me to get to the second card. Now, this one here, I'm going to ink just gently. I don't want to ink it too rough. And I think inking the edges kind of gives it a cleaner look too. It dulls down some of the white borders. Because this is decoupage paper that I'm using. Can't remember where the images. I got them. There we go. Okay. All right, so, and I think I want to use just a little bit more of, actually I'm going to use the bigger one because the small one, I've only got a little bit left and I don't know if I have enough to make that second card. Put one in the middle. All right. And again, I'm going to just eyeball where to place this. All right. And just in the middle there. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now, to do the ribbon part, I didn't think that was going to work. All right, I think I'm going to use this one. Let's see. Oh, yeah. All right. So we're going to have about here. Okay. that away for now. Okay. Now, this is where your double-sided tape comes in. If I can find mine. It's too big. It's too big. Sorry, thought I had pulled it out of the box. There's another piece of the... There's the other one that I was looking for. Okay. The other one. Casper is back again, Emily.
Uh-oh. Now, Casper, you know better. Quit haunting everybody else's houses. It's nice that you're taking a break from me now, but
Well,
be
it could be
haunting.
because
Be
he's haunting us because of the fact that we're on your channel.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, I can't find that half-inch one. It's in here somewhere. So I am going to use the 1/4 inch. Put a piece this way. And a piece this way.
Now we're getting to see a sneak peek of the colors I'm going to be using in mine.
Okay. Just burnish it down. And bring it over one side. Bring that one over and over.
Now on the second one she's going to be making, she's going to be explaining it just a little bit. Well, she's going to be explaining it. Right now she's putting the other one together real quickly. So stick around. You're still here. And we'll be giving your measurements and everything in the next one she makes.
Well, the measurements are on the video below, so they'll be able to follow along now if you want to cut out all the pieces and everything, and then I can show you how to put it all together. Because there is one step that I forgot to show, or to put the measurements are, but I mean, it's pretty simple.
So all done.
Okay, so this one is actually not going to work. It is too small. I do have others. I just have to. Okay, I'm going to have to use that gold. I didn't want to, but that's the only one that's going to fit.
Funny feelings about to kick me out.
What do you think? Is it too strong of a color before I tack it down? because that was going back to the original. I'm thinking it's too yellow. Try to unravel this piece. Oh, here we go. I got it. Got it. And this is just an old piece that I found laying around in my stash from last year. So I'm reusing it. Oh no, don't do this to me. Forget. Okay. Guess that was my bad on that part. There we go. And then I'm gonna make ears. Okay. And Emily is going to restart her phone because it doesn't seem to really like her today. And as you can see, I don't know how to make bows. I figured it out though. There we go. Now I'm going to tack on the back piece now because this is a little sticky and I don't want it to be sticking to my desk again. Okay, so it's going to go this way. There you go. And then you have to put a white piece afterwards to make your sentiment. So that'll be your writing. And I am going to just actually I want the bigger one. Okay. And I almost forgot I need to edge this one. All right, so Emily is back. Welcome back.
Hey, hey.
So I am just doing this part. Now, because this is pretty bulky and you're gonna have a hard time, you may want to actually make your note first before attaching it to the page, but I'm just showing you how it's made. So I'm not actually gonna do that. And then need a bit of a glue. Okay. Okay. That goes just right to the top here. Okay, actually, I think I may have to use fabric tack for this one. Try this again, but using fabric tack. Okay. What I'm gonna have to do is use till it dries. There. Okay. Okay, I am going to check. We may have to restart this live stream because Emily keeps getting disconnected. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We are having some technical issues. I'm just waiting for Emily to answer me and let me know if we want to restart this. All right, so she wants to try one more time to get back in. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. And then I'm going to use some of these beautiful sequences. And I know I've got a container somewhere, which right now. All right, so Emily is advising that we're going to restart. So ladies and gentlemen, please watch for us to restart. We will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes at the most. Thank you very much, and we will be back.